Peace and blessings, y'all. It's your girl. I was over here counting and shit.
Got him.
Oh, yo, peace and blessings, everybody. It's your girl, Wendy Zizzo, here with Awareness Academy 411. Don't mind me, I be in my own little world sometimes, but I'm here with y'all today. And we here to give y'all the 411 on whatever's going on in the world and a couple solutions, but it's all for educational purposes only. So, you know, bear with us and we'll bear with you. And if you try this at home, it's on you. All right, all right.
I like that cleanup. I like that cleanup.
I was trying to, like, yo, I was sitting here.
Got him.
Nice cleanup.
And I ain't even drink yet. That's crazy.
Oh, shit.
I ain't even had my first shot yet. I'm about to have my shot in a second. But we want to kick it off. You know, we definitely want to start off the day. Well, this episode, first and foremost, what's up, Red?
Peace. Salute.
What's up, Kurt? We're here. We back again. I love it. This is like I look forward to this every week now. It's just getting better and better. But let's start it off today with the sound off. From today's do it, go for it.
Yeah, today's sound off is dedicated to City College, and December 28th, 1991, 9 people lost their life to a celebration. They was doing a celebrity game, basketball game, and 9 people lost their life. So the sound off is definitely dedicated to them and their family. You know, they still mourn 33 years later. And plus, you know, Puffy has something to do with that and everything. So that was Puffy's first scandal and everything. So I just want to touch on that and you know what I'm saying, give my condolence to the families that lost their peoples that day. So yeah, that's what it is right now. Yeah,
that's definitely unfortunate. Yeah, Puffy, his name is just in everything nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, something happened. Diddy did it. Did he do it? Diddy did it.
Diddy did it first.
Can't put nothing past his ass no more. But yeah, now that's crazy though. I think I remember that. I mean, I was young. I was a youngin', but I do recall something like that jumping off. It's always some crazy shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. But
where did that happen? Which community college was it? Where was it?
Manhattan Community College.
Oh, I think I did hear about that.
Yeah. That's when Heavy D was supposed to perform and a couple other people. And they rushed the door. You know, back in the days, that's what we did. We rushed the Macy's, we rushed the you know, doors and stuff. So they rushed it, but when they got downstairs, the doors was closed, so everybody was crushed.
Damn.
And they said it took 15 minutes to open up the door. So if you ever being suffocated, because most of them got suffocated. Because you know what I'm saying, once you on the ground and people's on top of you, you can't.
It's a wrap. So, it's a wrap. Yeah, that's and then you're panicking on top of it, like
top of that.
That's unfortunate.
That's some scary business.
I hope when I go, it's in my sleep, and I'm old, and I'm happy, and fully fulfilled.
That's what everybody dream is for them to go wide.
For real, like I avoid like big crowds. You know, one reason why is it's just too much energy for me, and I'm like, I don't like using the word empath because it sounds so cliche, but you know, I pick up on people's energy. So when I'm in a room or a place where there's a lot of people, my god damn, you know, so you know, I try to avoid those, and I don't be going out no more. Maybe I'm not gonna say because I'm old. I'm just there's nothing to do.
We old, damn it, we old.
Yeah. No, but it's getting crazy out there because you heard of the girl that got killed in Walmart in North Carolina. She got shot and killed.
That's what like you can't even go to Walmart. Niggas wilding no matter where you go. I'm talking about going to a club or a lounge or something, and you know you can't even go to Walmart. Shit.
Yeah, you can't even go shopping.
But yo, I ain't gonna lie. When I was in Georgia and Walmart, everybody walking around with the big gun, and I'm sitting there saying, "Bro, you know, no disrespect, but who you got beef with, man? Why you got to carry that around for? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, because that you don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Yeah. Because my mother, she carried hers. like when
I'm talking about
she
the
goes to the
joint on the
store.
shoulder.
Yeah, they got that down here and on Richmond because it's
Nah,
legal.
the
Open
little
carry out
pistol.
there.
But
Yeah,
here's the thing.
it's legal.
Here's what people don't understand
shit.
about gun. If I got a pistol and you got that big joint on your arm, I guarantee you, if we had a standoff, you'll lose quick. Why? Because I could.
You gotta get into a
You got to
stance.
go like this,
Yeah,
clock,
you
clock.
Yeah,
Magazine got to make sure it's in there and
gotta
all that.
make
But by
sure
the time you
you
do all that, you fried.
aiming. Yeah, nah, you gonna take out half the block before you actually.
But then
hit
again, if you do end up getting a shot off, it's gonna be a couple of shots.
exactly.
It's gonna affect
Gonna
a few
leave some
people's lives.
holes in you. You
Yeah,
know, you're gonna be
that's
holy.
assault rifle.
You could be a
You
holy.
ain't hunting deer. What are you hunting? People? Like, what the hell, man? That's not that. You know what's funny? You know they got some hunting rifles like a K. I call it the K Swiss gun. It's like a little joint, little small joint, and then they got the regular long gauge rifles that shoot precision where it doesn't explode on impact, so you can kill your animal very easy. Those are for hunting. But AR-15s is not made for hunting. It's not for it.
Now AR-15s is meant to end somebody. That's what that is. I seen photos in the past of like drive-bys or something where they had AKs. Yo, the holes those leave in cars and people is wow.
Yeah, but y'all know a 30-30 is worse than an AK. Because because when a 30-30 goes into you, it explodes. AK
explodes on impact. Yeah, I was about to say that 30.
Yeah, 30-30.
I'm still learning. I'm not even gonna act like I'm.
But the 22 is, to me, even though it's the least impact, like it explodes, but it travels through your body and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so the 22 is lethal too. The little cap, I call it the little cap gun. It's just be like this big, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I had a friend that got shot in the like the shoulder, and when by the time he got to the hospital, and I think it was a 22 or 25, it was in his stomach already.
Wow,
it started moving around.
Yeah,
that's crazy how
that's wow.
Travel. That shit is crazy.
So like, a lot of people say they'd rather get shot with a 9 because at least it goes in and out.
It's a fast bullet. But the scary part, see, here's the thing: the police department, the reason why they start using like Glocks and all that is because back in the days, and I blame this on the Jamaicans because the Jamaicans are the first ones that start doing the shootings with their automatic, semi-automatic rifles and AKs and Uzis. They started that shit out here, and once they did that, a lot of these police officers getting gunned down with the 6-shooter. So they upgraded. They so screw this 38. We're gonna get 9s and we're gonna get Glocks and 18s and 17s. And those they fast bullets, but the problem is that's why they train it is to teach them to shoot right here, because they shoot anywhere else, it could go in your arm, into a baby's head. So they have to shoot right here. This is the only way the bullet's gonna stay at the solar flex.
Yeah, I say a baby's head and shit. I'm over here in my head like, damn, I want to go shooting next month. I'm gonna go to a gun range and go shooting. And then you over here talking about hitting, somebody baby in the head and shit.
And it's about to get shot all the time because, especially if the cop is not trained for hostile situations.
I got a feeling I'm gonna be nice with that shit when I get in there too. I haven't been so painful. I got a feeling that I got some aim. Better watch out.
And I tell people, do not carry the gun on them. If you're not a peace officer and you're not a cop, you should not be carrying a gun on you. You know why? It's a psychological thing. I see this all the time. People that got a gun on them, instead of them just walking away from a situation, they're more likely to approach it and address it and fight it. And the next thing you know, it ends in somebody getting shot. You know why? Because physically, you can't fight. No, but facts. But physically, some of these dudes can't even fight. So they get in an argument with a guy that's like 6'5" and weigh like 500 pounds, and you think you could beat him. But in all actuality, all you're going to do is pull out your gun and shoot him, which is not fair because you would have never argued with him if you had that pistol on you.
You just named most of this younger generation. That's how all of them are. None of them want to actually go toe-to-toe. They all little punks. They just want to shoot. Like,
but even if you go toe-to-toe with them and you beat them up, guess what? They're going to get the gun and shoot you anyway because you know what, too?
You know what I just thought about was funny, too, is that if you think about it, the less people started shooting a fair one, the lower the pants sag. Because remember, if you had to be ready to shoot the fair one, you had to have your pants up, have your belt on.
Remember that? Pull the pants up. Like, what you
once
said?
Dudes got lazy and shit, and they don't want to fight. They started, they started with their pants sagging, and then it just got lower and lower. So it's like those are the ones you want to watch out for, because more than likely they got something in the crack of their ass. So
hey, cousin Robin, how you doing? I hope all is well. Yes.
Hey, Robin. I'm gonna this is our last show for 2024.
Oh shit, it is, right?
It's about to be 2025. Yo, we went this whole year strong too. Like, I'm proud of us, yo. Like, we've been doing good. So I'm gonna drink to that one. I got my my mezcal.
I'm gonna drink to all that.
I got my tequila, my mezcal is Friday. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna drink to that for the end of the year. You got your beet juice.
Yeah, that's beet juice. It's just coming to liquor bottles.
Plus next year, my sound off is going to be live on social media for an hour.
Nice.
So, yeah. We're going to talk about these youth out here, these black youth. We're going to have them come on live and talk about what's the problem in the streets, what's the situation, what's the solution, how we can solve these kids. Because I was talking to a friend last night, and he came up with a answer to all of this. He said, remember when the crack ladies was having the crack babies? And I was like, yeah. He said the babies are having babies now. So that's what,
and they on crack.
The young kids, hyper and you know what I'm saying, disrespectful and stuff.
That, and they're eating a whole bunch of bullshit. They got
that
no
too.
type of parenting. Like there's a difference between being a parent and being raising your kids. Like, maintaining children is easy. Where, I mean, it's not easy, but I'm talking like the roof over their head, clothes on their back, food in their stomach. That's just maintenance.
Teaching
them raising a child is actually raising them up to be something in their life. You know what I mean?
Also, pushing
towards their goals and their dreams and supporting them and putting them in shit to keep them out the streets.
Yeah, but these kids, like these kids got so much stuff wrong with them from their mothers. You know what I'm saying? From their mother being crackheads, and the kids, you know what I'm saying? Their kids became unstable. So the unstable kids is having kids. So when you got that happening, and the mother's a crackhead, and then the kid is defending for themselves and they doing what they want to do, and then when they have kids,
it's just a vicious cycle of
it's bad.
Craziness, no discipline. Plus, people say fathers are absent, but the problem is masculinity is absent.
Yeah,
because you'll have some of these fathers that's in the picture, but they feminine ass men anyway.
Exactly. that part.
Where's the alpha male ish at, right?
Like when are kids even scared of their fathers anymore? You know what I mean? Like, wait till daddy get home.
Nah, if anything, daddy might get his butt kicked.
They be like, who?
Daddy like, nah, my son make his own rules.
They be like, he wear more makeup than mommy.
Daddy trying to identify as something else.
He wear more tight clothes than mommy.
Some tight pants. Oh my goodness, man.
So all of that's messed up.
There's so many different, I don't know. We could just call them realities, because there's so many different things that people are experiencing. Like, wow. And if you think about it, everybody's in their own little world, in their own reality, co-creating amongst each other, right? So it's like you're in your own little world. I know I'm in my own little world. Everybody in their own little world, having their own individual experience. But then the lengths that these situations go. Like, you ever see like these shows where somebody has like some type of medical issue, like say they got like a mass growing on them, and that shit is mad big, like a whole nother head, and it's like, yo, how did you live your life when it was even halfway? Like,
yeah. Mother crackhead,
he
daddy
said,
pimped
mom
them out.
crackheads, daddy keeping them out.
That's a
Yeah,
fact, bro.
all
That's
that's
a fact.
going on, man, and then some.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so many situations, and it's like it breaks my heart because even when I was growing up, I knew a lot of my friends. They moms was out there in the
Who did the
street.
killer
They
guy?
was in the streets. So we had my moms used to just feed them like, yo, give them something to eat. We was poor ourselves, but my mom was like, you know what, I'm gonna let them eat, and they mom didn't come
yeah.
home for like 2 weeks. That shit,
Damn,
wow,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy.
Trust me,
But shit,
I
but
Mom
seen
out
see,
it.
there,
that was
yeah.
back in what, the 80s, right? Nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
that's not happening. Or, and I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen, but it doesn't happen as much.
You said it
Because,
happened as much. Yeah, I
oh,
hear
it's
you.
still happening, but not as much. Because back
Yeah,
then there was no cameras, there was no cell phones, there
exactly.
wasn't, I mean, they
Mhm.
still had like child protective services, but now, they're like an army now. They damn near militant. They coming in taking your kids like
I,
swarm
I don't
swooping.
want to be funny, but I just seen a group that says Christian Cowboy Ministry.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know who signed me up for that group though. I have
Who
no
did the
problem with
killer
it. I
guy?
just thought it was funny. It said
What?
Cowboy
Woo.
Ministry. That wouldn't have had what you know what?
Also, other things that's going on, these drones are still around. Y'all still, you said you seen a drone the
You
other day.
switched up quick on that one. She said,
I
"Hold on,
Yo,
just
wait a minute, we
but
gotta
the
get out of
killer's
here."
starting to hit. No, I'm a lightweight. Like, this little shot is doing me justice right now. But what I was gonna say was, um, we was going into the drones because Kurt, you told me you seen the drones.
I can't get past that. Cowboys?
All right,
Cowboys. What
no
kind
more
of
Danny
cowboys?
Beer.
It
What kind
says,
of cowboys?
and I feel bad. Yeah, hey, people, don't crucify me. But it says Christian Cowboys Ministry. I hope God bless them. I don't know who they are.
They make
I guess I'm a
anything.
part of the group.
Listen.
Yo, if they helping
That
people and
money.
make them put them in a better position.
I mean, yeah, but get that money. Get that
But the
money. Like,
cowboy part is funny though. I just thought that part
it's
was
a
funny. The
niche.
cowboy part.
It's a niche. They found their
Yeah.
niche. So like you gonna walk in there and everybody's like, "Good Lord, it's just Jesus." Yes. Yeehaw! Can I get a yeehaw? Let me shut
and
up.
um and all of them wearing tight dresses.
Everybody,
Where are
all
they
the
at?
women in there with the steak burger booties. They're on there looking like Hooters. They're
Oh
on there
shit.
advertising their body because they trying to get themselves a daddy.
Damn it.
All right.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. When I used to go to church back in the days, I used to go to Agape Fame Worship. I think it was a great church. I had a good time there. Very entertaining. They had a lot of celebrities there, so they kept you entertained. It wasn't one of those traditional churches where they just pass a collection plate around. No, they actually had motivational speeches there, and they didn't always just talk about them. I can't stand the churches that all they do is sit there and they just go through the Bible. Bro, the Bible been read front and back, front and back, front and back. How about you just talk about life experiences and how can I better my life?
Yeah,
And
that's a
then they
fact.
had a lot of motivational speakers there, and that's what made me focus. Like, oh, these guys is talking about how they healed their situation and they went through their healing journey and stuff. And that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? But now it's a hustle, man. Shoot, I need to
It is a hustle.
I
That's
need to
what I'm
go.
saying. That
You need to
cowboy ministry, that's a niche.
I need
That's
to
a
go to
niche
school
right
for
there. Like,
Leviticus,
all
get
cowboys
that
is
bread.
welcome here. If they turned you away from any other church, you're welcome to come on over here. Let me stop. But
That's
nah,
probably
it's
Angelical
a hustle
Christians.
period. Like, people try to act like they really try to stray away from the part that it's a non-for-profit and they don't pay taxes. That means all the money they get stay in their pockets. And I mean, just think about it this way. Look at the size of some of these churches, right?
Woo! My church
The
was
real
big.
estate, the land that they're sitting on. These are like multi-million-dollar properties. and they're not even paying taxes. But listen, I got somebody. I remember one day I was working out in the city, and I mentioned that to somebody. They was like, "No, it's not a business." I'm like, "Yes, it is a business. This is one of the biggest business, and the number one selling book in the world is the Bible.
It's
like,
the Bible.
you know how much
That's a
money
fact.
that is? Yo, that's like millions of dollars a month.
Yeah.
A month that the Vatican is just raking in the dough, boy. Raking in the dough.
There you go. Raking in the dough, boy.
You know what 50 Cent said? Speaking of that, and now we're going to lean into Diddy situation. 50 Cent said something that made a lot of sense. He said, you know why Diddy eventually got caught up? Not so much because Diddy just doing Diddy. It's more because they start opening their eyes to a lot of situations with the Vatican. The Catholic priests, you know, the R word, they doing R to a lot of people. and start coming out more. So now they created more systems for it. So now they start looking at more big institutions and people that's wealthy, because it seemed as though that, not saying the poor people don't do it, but nobody could do it better than somebody that's wealthy. They could do it on a bigger scale. And that's what put Diddy more in a position he's in now. That's what 50 Cent said. I was like, I gotta take a look at that.
And he sued the liquor company. You know,
well, we already know, like, because think about it. At some point, they could have released $50,000 plus. Y'all can hold down the keys to the jet, the private jet, and y'all take my family passports, not just mine, my whole family, and our higher security. The only thing I would have said is, listen, I'm not trying to stay in here. If y'all want to hire some of y'all U.S. Marshals, I paid it. Whatever the salary is, I pay that sucker, because it's nothing for a guy like him. Put the U.S. Marshals in the house with me while I'm doing my case.
I heard Diddy's hanging out with Luigi.
But you know
Luigi haircuts and shit. You know, cleaning up his unibrows so that they can make him look like the picture.
Unibrows.
but you know who's in there though? You know who's in there? He's not in the regular. He's in the pen with Sam Bankman-Fried, the cryptocurrency thief that stole like $8 billion.
Sam they over there chilling.
He's in a rich. He's not in a poor joint. I mean, they got a rich sector in there. He's in a rich part.
That dude Luigi, he plead not guilty. This is gonna be good.
Oh no, you call that the Italian kid that did the murder of
the healthcare person. Yeah, that's Luigi.
They say he's a trained assassin. He about to get Diddy next. They say it's conspired because the wife is representing him, and the husband is representing Diddy, and their husband and wife, the two lawyers. You know that, right?
That's interesting.
Yeah, pretty. Yo, it's like Legos getting put together. Because think about it. But the only thing that killed me is that kid was not no average kid, and not because he come from a rich background. He was valedictorian his school.
Yeah, and but he had multiple degrees. Like it's like 200 million that he's supposed to be getting, or something like that, like, or 20 million, some crazy number that he's supposed to be getting in his trust. But if he's a convicted felon, he can't get it.
You know, when you come for money for all those years, I think you get displaced and think that money ain't important. I think that's what it is. When you see rich people like, what is money? Money can't buy my happiness.
I want to be like that when I grow up. I really want to be like that when I grow up. I want to be able to say, who cares about money? There's plenty.
Right?
Like I was saying to you the other day, if black people was in the same position as white people in terms of being rich, having money, black people be doing the same shit white people do in terms of crazy shit, like going skiing down and fucking the Everest and fucking doing some skydiving,
nothing, right?
Like, no fear, because you got to remember, like, if you've been existing for generations where you're just free to do whatever you want to do, and you got the money to do it, you don't got to worry about shit. You can just move freely throughout the world and totally be yourself, right? Just look at what the basketball players be doing. They're semi-free, so you know they just got this money where they free, and now they dressing all crazy like Cam Newton over here dressing like Curious George and shit. Like, you know, it's like it frees you to just be yourself. So just imagine if there was generation after generation over the last 10 generations, black people just have money. We be doing crazy shit too, doing what is that? Dirt biking on the top of mountains and shit in other countries.
You already know we already know we're gonna run some kind of circus because that's just what we do when we get money. And that's another thing too. I wanted to just quickly talk about this whole Damon Dash and Jay-Z thing. You think at the money that Jay-Z got right now, you think Damon he could have just gave Jay-Z $20 million? Peace, Carl. How you
Peace,
doing, my
Carl.
brother?
Wait, who
That's your
gave who
brother.
money?
Oh, June, what's up?
If he could have just gave him like $20 million, as yo
If
Dame, here it is.
Jay-Z gave Dame 20
Yeah,
million?
why you just don't give him 20 million? Yeah, here, get on your feet, man. Why not? It doesn't hurt you. It's like, yo, $20 million to a person like Jay-Z is like a dollar bill.
I mean,
Or it's $15 bill or $20 bill, maybe a
allegedly
hundred
Jay
dollar
might
bill.
have something to even do with Aaliyah, so he already did Dame dirty.
Oh,
Dirty. Because remember, it was a between Jay and Dame that they was both of them
peace,
trying to
my
get
brother.
her. They was
Yes.
both trying to get her, and Dame winded up with her, and now she ain't here, and then somebody else became the queen.
Well, the reason why Dame had a problem with Jay-Z is because R. Kelly allegedly, quote unquote, R.
No, it's not alleged. This shit is facts. We know what he did to her.
So R. Kelly R. Aaliyah,
Yeah.
and because R. Kelly R. Aaliyah and Jay-Z and Dame supposed to be like best friends, Dame felt a certain way when
Yeah,
he
like
went
why
on
would you work with the
when he
dude?
went on a tour.
Yeah.
Went on a tour with R. Kelly and stuff,
I
knowing
remember
damn
all
well.
that. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of stuff circling around Aaliyah when it comes to Jay and Dame. But, there's three things that cannot be hidden for long: the sun, the moon, and the truth. So we will find out exactly what happened eventually.
Now those charges that's currently right now, that's all fugazi. I think it's all crap. The
With
charges that
the
girl,
13-year-old.
I don't even, and it's funny to say, as much as I think Diddy's guilty of a lot of things, I don't even think he's guilty of that one either.
Now,
That
what I
13-year-old
want to
girl?
know is why
No
is Jay
way.
not getting a DNA test for that boy, that young man? That dude looked just like Jay-Z,
You gotta be careful because you know how
boy.
they be cropping pictures and stuff. They're like, let's
No,
give
he looked
Jay-Z
just like
eyes.
Jay. Like, that's Jay-Z's son, and Jay-Z's playing himself not getting that DNA test because what they say that the mother was 15, she was 16 when she
Oh
gave
hell
birth.
no! I'm not getting a DNA.
She was
But
16
that's
when
not.
she gave birth to him.
But I think he should because at the end of the day, he don't have to worry about going to jail. That's statutory rape. That's not felony actually. What is it's felony in a sense, but I think in that situation, it won't rise to the occasion where they can bring charges because people's like wondering like,
Well, she
why?
passed away.
Oh well. But then again, with Jay-Z, when they was talking about, oh, Jay-Z said, if you think I did all this crazy stuff to you, won't you file criminal charges? And people's like, why Jay-Z say that? No, damn well you can't file criminal charges. No, felony R can be filed. It's no statute of limitations. No statute of limitations in America. I mean, in New York City for a felony R. That's not funny, but R-A-P-E. R. So that's pretty much where R is no statute of limitation for felony.
Yeah. Well,
So
we shall see what happens. In the meantime, let's see. I wanted to give people some game on. We were talking about health and wellness, and we kept saying how we want to speak on, more nutrition facts and giving people the 411 on different things that they can incorporate into their daily diet. I'm gonna give people one off the top that just popped in my head.
What?
If you want to start regulating your weight better, you have to not only change some of the stuff you're eating, but you want to change the way you're eating in terms of you want to eat for breakfast like a queen, you want to eat for lunch like a king, and for dinner you want to eat like a peasant. Like, dinner should be your smallest meal, and you should eat no later than like 4 hours before you got to go to bed. So within 4 hours before you go to bed, you shouldn't be eating nothing.
So what about your first meal? Your first meal should be
Your
like
first meal should be something like eggs. You want to do protein for breakfast, right? So you want to do like eggs and beef bacon? I'm gonna say beef. I ain't messing with no
You
pork.
you love that damn beef.
Oh,
You know
that beef bacon be hitting, boy. No.
that beef
That's,
stay. That
I
beef
that's the
just
is
do
only
living
time I
in
like
fruits.
Poland.
beef bacon, egg, and cheese is when they got
Yeah.
beef bacon.
Yeah.
You gotta eat
The
egg, avocado toast, and some vegetables.
That'll be
the
good.
only
Egg.
I can
thing
do that.
the only thing I eat in the morning is fruits
Yeah,
and
same
warm
here.
water.
I usually for
That's all I
breakfast I
do.
have like an orange or an apple, but
Yeah,
some days I'll, if I'm near a store that has beef bacon, egg and cheese, or if I'm home and I can make it, then
beef bacon. Yeah.
beef
Beef
bacon
bacon.
all day. I go right to
Yeah.
the butcher in New Brighton. If people know the butcher on Jersey Street, if you know, you
Columbia
know.
meat market.
Ah, there you go.
No,
Shout out to them. Yeah, they've been there
they
since I
still
was a
doing it.
kid.
They still doing it big in Jersey City. I would say Jersey.
Jersey
Jersey
Street.
City. Jersey Street. Yeah, that meat
They
market right
still
there.
that's
That's
where I
on the
get my
corner.
beef bacon. I call that shit in too because I'm not trying to wait in
They've been
line
there forever.
Yeah,
ever.
God,
yeah,
I remember back
yeah.
in the days. I remember back in the. Nah, I say all
You
that
remember when they
bullshit
used to have the wood chips on the floor when you walk in?
stuff.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
in the
But
80s.
also, it was another meat store in Stapleton named D&L.
Hmm.
Everybody used to go
I
to that
remember them
store
too.
too. That been around for the longest too.
Back in the
And
days when
everything.
I was wait, is it
Yeah.
still there?
Nah. That's gone.
Nah,
That
that's
been
not there
gone.
no more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that been
Stapleton,
gone.
a lot of stuff. There's really nothing out there that's like been there
Nah.
and still there.
Tumbo's
Except for the
Chinese restaurant.
pizzeria. Huh?
Tumbo's Chinese restaurant near was near Miller's pharmacy, Tumbo, DNL, and I think it was something else, another spot there too.
For the
All that
people
was
that don't know, we're talking about
Stapleton.
Staten Island. What about what's that?
Stapleton, Staten Island.
Pizzeria that was on Bay Street? That was on the corner of Bay Street and Tappan Park. Where Tappan Park used to be at.
Oh, you talking about five crust or something like
Nah,
that.
Now Barry's is over there.
Barry's
No,
Pizza.
no,
Barry's
no,
Yeah,
been
it's
there
no.
still
for the
there.
longest. Yeah, Barry's is
Oh,
still
okay,
there.
yeah, Barry's still there, but the other pizzeria next to the
Oh, you
it
talking
was
about
the
one?
Newport News where the Newport News cab stand was and the check
Yeah,
cashing place.
yeah.
Oh yeah. The check cashing
Yeah,
is done, man. They've
yeah,
been closed down a few years now, so
yeah.
they gone. They
Was
gone.
that a PLS check cashing? Or it
It
came into
became
a
a
PLS.
PLS. Was
Yeah,
it a PLS? I think it was a
but
PLS. I don't know. I'm
but
not
niggas,
from over there, so I just
yeah.
drive
niggas be
through.
scamming out of there. Yo.
Look,
You
look,
heard?
look, look. I
Everybody was scamming
remember
out
I
of there.
remember Church's Chicken was there
Oh yeah, they had
at
the Church's Chicken
one
on Bay
point.
Street at White inside Wendy's, not Wendy's, White Castle.
Nah,
They
back
had
when
a
it
White
was
Church's
still the
Castle,
Chicken,
yeah.
like
White
the little
Castle
biscuit and chicken.
where Dunkin' Donuts is right now. That shit was open
Yeah,
all
White
night.
Castle.
Come
Yo,
home from the city like 4 a.m. Everybody in there fighting and
uh,
shit.
Now,
niggas
now
like I
look,
gotta
Bay
make a
Street,
reservation for my shit.
Bay
Bay
Street.
Street consequences. When everybody was coming out of consequences like 4 o'clock in the morning, everybody was at White Castle.
Ain't it funny when they had it was a rave party and there was some so-called Aryan Nation cats with the bald heads. They came in and started spazzing on all the black cats and stuff. And I'm
Damn.
sitting there thinking to myself, all you niggas be talking all that gangster shit, and all y'all niggas is soft right now.
Talking.
That's crazy.
So I'm back. I'm sitting back laughing until one of them got in my face. I said, "Listen, if you're trying to lose your life right now, let me know. Let me know, because I'm with everything you're trying to give right now."
Damn.
He looked, and then he pretended like he didn't see my face, and he was looking over me and looking at somebody else and started threatening somebody else.
That's hilarious. Now I remember
Because
Martini
he looked
Red.
in my eyes. I was like, "Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to die right now, baby. Come on, you messing with the wrong person. My
You
dome ain't straight."
stupid. Remember on Van Duzer, we had Martini Red. That's why I used to perform there all the
Yeah.
time, yo.
How about the 700 Club?
In the cup, the muddy cup.
Yeah. How about the 700 Club? The cave.
700. Oh yeah, the cave. Yeah,
Oh, the
yo,
cave. I heard about
I
that
almost lost
spot.
my life in there twice.
I heard about the cave.
Some dude fighting over a chick. She in there with some other dude, and I'm sitting there like, this shit about to go down wrong. Nigga pull out, start shooting. How you shooting? Nobody got hit, but bullets is flying everywhere. Oh, you hear poof. I'm busy dancing. I'm still chilling, dancing. I have my Drake in my hand. I heard poof. I said, oh shit! I put that shit on the bar table. Then I tried to run out there. I saw the crowd. I was like, damn, I'm just gonna have to get shot because I'm
The
not
people
going
really
through
be acting like Staten Island don't get live, but
Man, yeah.
Everybody that come from other boroughs come out here and get finished. They get fixed like mechanics.
Definitely that. Because I remember when Redman and Meth had their album release party in the 700 Club, and some cross the water people came. Wow. and look, Park Hill and Stapleton is right
home,
there.
Baby.
Park Hill and Stapleton right there. So
right
we was snatching. We was picking people off. Right, we're gonna get that person, that person, that person.
Damn.
Yo, what about when is it MOP that came to Staten Island?
Yeah, I wasn't there that
deep
night.
in a wave.
Yeah,
yo, man, I used to promote at the Wave all the time. I used to promote with Marquette. I wonder how Marquette doing, man. I say I got 100 years, man. Marquette, the dude, the tall black dude with the straight hair, look like a square dude. You might know him by face and shit. I ain't seen him in a long time, but he MOP was there. They performed. They got beat up. I give them niggas props because they was fighting everybody, but they got finished.
Damn.
But they went on and they went on.
So bad.
But they went on Hot 97 and said, "Yo, Staten Island's real." I like the fact that they say, "Yo, Staten Island real." Yo,
but a lot of them got beat up at the wave because I know Fat Joe, he got caught out there. And,
they caught Fat Joe 2 times out there.
Yeah, they caught Fat Joe.
Not once, twice.
Yeah, because you know this. Let me tell you something. Staten Island is the only shit that I know. I remember when we went to a club in Queens. It was like 60 of us. Half of us don't even like each other. Half of us banging on each other, but we did at the same time. So we all like family because we know each other. And we out there, it's like 60 deep. So when one cat tried to pop off in the club, he got finished in his own hood. And he had a few dudes that thought he had a little clique and thought he was fly.
Terrible.
He got finished. You know why? Because we was deep and we was looking for trouble like that. That's crazy.
Back in the days when I was
talking about niggas down there getting fender benders being too close to each other driving out there.
Wow. If we got all these stories of how we was wilding, and then we seeing these kids today and they wilding like they wilding too. Like they
wilding different.
We had our own version of wilding.
I'm not going out there popping anybody for a disagreement. Like they out here what you said? Pop. You like, damn, bro, you just had an argument. Ain't even a fight.
I think our wilding. I think our wilding was worse than the kids doing now.
You sure? Because these kids they don't even want to.
We didn't have cameras back then. Look at how much probably went down that we never seen happen.
Yeah, because if you talk to anybody that was in the streets from 85 to 93, a lot of shit went down. Like I'm talking about from the whole 5 boroughs. Yeah. Like a lot of shit went down that a lot of stuff wasn't recorded. Like especially on Staten Island. Staten Island had a lot of murders, but it wasn't really recorded all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Remember they was finding bodies, because the mafioso.
They found one in the water. Yeah. They found one near the pier, no sure. Right into the waters where the dock at with the ship.
I heard that they found somebody years ago that had cement around their feet. Like that's real.
That was an Italian thing right there.
Yeah.
They claim that.
Because in Park Hill Fields, they found.
Oh yeah, what?
And those wasn't from Italians.
No,
that's the crazy part.
Yeah.
You said their kids are crazy.
But I ain't gonna hold you though. I'm gonna be honest with you, Red. Yo, working in the Bronx, I could feel the energy of these kids. These kids is misguided, and they ready for something to go off. Yeah. And when they see me, they get calm because when they see me, they know I come with love. Like I could talk a little funny to them a little bit because I put time in with them, and I seen them all when they was kids. Now they grown men, and they still on that time.
Yeah,
these kids don't have no type of temperament, or you can't. It's like if you have a disagreement, depending on the degree of the disagreement, it might go down. Like you might have to worry about getting shot or something.
Yeah, I'm really so far removed from
crazy.
Like I'm only outside during business hours.
Only business hours.
I'm outside when they still asleep, or they still fighting with their mother. They didn't even get mad yet before they came outside. Like,
oh shit!
I'm back
You
in the
said they
house,
I'm
by
back
the
in the house
time,
already.
yeah, like I'm kind of far moved. I keep my head in the books and
I
just
feel
learning
you.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know there's
That's
a lot going on, but
Yeah,
I just don't want to be a part of that. Like
yeah.
one thing too that a lot of people don't understand is how much control you actually have over your mind. You know what I mean? Like, you could choose what you think about. You could choose what you
shit,
expose yourself to.
shit,
Like
man.
if you want to save your mind from seeing certain things, unless if it's just straight RA, like on Facebook when this woman got burned on the subway.
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't want to see
crazy.
the damn video. Like, people was posting
Yo,
the video over
Posting the
and over and
video,
over,
yeah,
and
that shit was
that
wild
was
though.
wild, wow. Like,
yeah,
rest in
It
peace
broke
to
my
her,
heart.
man.
yeah, yeah.
But you
But
know,
no, look, the crazy part, they had a picture of a lady, and it wasn't even
That
her,
wasn't even her.
and
They
everybody
haven't
put the picture up.
identified her yet. Like, they gotta
Yeah, I'm like,
identify her through her teeth. That shit could take weeks.
yes, exactly.
You know what I
hold
mean?
on.
So
So they got the wrong age of the girl that they got the wrong person right now.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
her.
yeah. That's not her.
Damn.
That
Yo,
is not her.
but yo, do you think it's crazy that it was a migrant? A migrant that did it from Venezuela?
The craziest part is that he was the only one standing there after he did it, trying to
It's
wave
just
the fire
Wave the
down.
fire.
Like,
yo,
Yeah,
they didn't.
everybody else was just walking past and shit. Her body done went in shock already. She's just
yeah,
standing there and it's just
yeah.
happening.
Burning.
They
The
the
cop
funny
walked
thing is
past.
they didn't want to use the word migrant though. You noticed that? They said
They
foreign
said
national.
migrant.
They said Guatemalan national. They wasn't
That's
using the word
migrant.
migrant on the news a lot. They was just saying a foreign national or Guatemala or something like that. They wasn't trying to use the word migrant, but that's one of those migrants that got into this country though.
Well, they
That's
said
going.
he was over there for a while, and he was
Yeah.
I heard that he was like eyeing her for a minute. Like, I think he's might have seen her more than once. I don't know, but she was sleeping. He did that shit while she was asleep.
But
And
hold up. But was she a homeless person, or
I
she
don't
just a
know,
No,
but I
person
do
that was
know
asleep?
that, and this is another thing people don't understand, is polyester is literally
Mm-hmm.
plastic. If
Mm-hmm.
your clothes are made of polyester, that shit is highly flammable.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, that's how that happened. They said that he kept putting the lighter up to her clothes, and the
Clothes.
shit
Yeah.
just caught on fire,
it just said woof.
and it just
And
kept going. And she was asleep, so she probably woke up like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, that shit
Mm-hmm.
probably felt like a dream. But polyester is highly flammable, and
That's
more
crazy.
importantly, it's plastic. Like, we shouldn't be wearing it. Like, I try my best to buy clothes that have cotton, that are cotton made, or, even my
Yeah.
bed sheets, either cotton or linen,
But they
because
always try
Yeah.
to sprinkle a little of that polyester in it though.
everything, man.
I
The
like these
polyester, the
motherfuckers, man, right?
rayon, what else?
Mhm.
There's the spandex. All that shit is flammable,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
It's
fact.
all flammable, and because it's plastic, they find all the microplastics in people's bodies. Why? Because it's coming in through your clothes. It's coming through
Yeah.
the bottles of water.
yeah.
You letting water
Food.
sit
Food
in the
too.
bottles too long. It's in the food. It's in
That's
everything,
crazy
and we
though,
we all
man.
full of plastic and shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a detox that I can recommend to people, and it's a simple one. It's really just spraying something in your mouth and putting it in your water. Zeolites. Zeolites
Zeolite.
pull the heavy metals out of your body. So, I mean, I'm
Okay.
not going to say it's going
Okay.
to get rid of plastic, but it at least gets some
Yeah.
of the heavy metals out of your body. Flammable, and it sticks you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Polyester
You're
is
right.
dangerous,
Yeah.
man. Yo, when I seen the process of how they make polyester, they literally taking recycled plastic, breaking it down into a liquid, and then from the liquid they're pulling out, they're pulling the string out and making
Wow.
that soft thread. That's what they're doing. They're just making thread out of it, and then they use the thread to make clothes. And I'm like,
That's
yo, they're
crazy.
really using straight plastic. Like, this world is weird, man.
Let me see
And
what you was talking
also,
about.
just so people know, and this is one thing that the Bible actually talked about that I might have to agree with, when it says don't mix your materials. Don't mix like a linen and cotton or wool. I think it is because why? Because these fabrics hold a high vibration. They used to use linen sheets in hospitals because it also helps your body heal better.
Heal better. Yep.
Yeah, and so is cotton and wool. And if you mix them, then they cancel each other out in terms of the frequency. So if you're just wearing linen, just wear linen. If you're wearing cotton, just wear cotton. Don't mix your cotton with your linen because
Yeah.
now that's going to cause it's going to cancel out the frequency, and that frequency is healing. Zeolite. No, that's the rock. I want you to find the liquid.
They got the liquid
There
red.
you go. Yeah, zeolites. There you go.
Okay.
Actually, I have
Zeolites.
that one right there. The next two more over. No, the other way. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, that's the one I got.
Okay.
And you put that in your water. You just put 4 little drops in your water, and they also have a spray. And you spray. Actually, Terrence Howard talked about this when he was on
Yeah,
the Big
he's
Short
talking
Number.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you just take
Okay.
that every day. The zeolites pull heavy metals out of your body, and it really does work. Like after a few days of you doing that, you might start feeling a little bit more energy because your body's eliminating shit
Yeah,
that
it
it
says,
don't need.
yeah, it says eliminate toxins for improved health. Everyday exposure to toxins can impact immune system, interfere with sleep, and affect energy and focus.
There you go.
Wow.
Gentle and effective
And
detox.
and Alzheimer's, aka type 3 diabetes, what is
That's
it?
what they're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
It is heavy
Oh yeah.
metals in your brain.
Hmm.
Heavy metals in the brain. They also say drinking a tablespoon or teaspoon of olive oil every day. That's
Oh
also
yeah.
really good for your liver. If you really want to turn up, you want to eat a bulb of garlic and some olive oil every day. That should detox your liver.
Oh wow.
So I could give y'all stuff for days. Like if y'all seen my cabinet of all the different supplements and shit. Actually, I just
Yeah.
got this fish oil today. The pills were so big, I said,
Oh
nah,
yeah.
that's
The
not
fish
gonna
oil.
work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had to get
Yeah.
me some fish oil. So fish oil
I got to
is
get back
very
into that.
helpful. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I got to
very
get back
helpful for
into that.
men and women
Yeah.
because it helps to regulate your hormones.
Yeah.
It's also
Yeah.
good for men that are dealing with any type of issues.
Right.
That the fish oil is very helpful for that. But for women, it also helps with like if you got PMS symptoms or if you're going through that time in life. What you looking up still?
I'm just looking at the
Minerals.
zeolite stuff. The minerals of
Yeah, I
zeolite.
learned
I'm getting
about
ready.
zeolites. I started the first time I took the zeolites was in a vitamin I was taking. It was like it was all natural. I'm waiting for them to come back with it, but that vitamin helped restore my immune system from going through chemo. It's called Limoplex. It's a powder, so you pour it in like a little bit of water. Because if I can avoid pills, I'm
Yeah.
avoiding pills. So this one, you just put it in water it looked like a little packet, and you pour it in, just take it to the head. And the first 3 days of taking that, I noticed a difference. Like I was
Well,
able to work out longer, sleep better, everything. What happened?
that's the one.
That's the zeolites, yeah. The if people are interested in a vitamin that's just as good as the one I was talking about,
Yeah.
I'm a let me see. Can I put the
Yeah, you could share the screen too.
yeah, but I'm trying to remember if I could find the link.
Matter of fact, I just ordered it. So.
Oh, the zeolites? Nice.
Yeah, I
But
just ordered that. But I
it's
do got to
called
get the fish oil too. Yeah, I definitely. Hold up.
Well,
That's what I
well,
want to ask you.
I would get black seed oil over fish oil any day.
I would do both.
Oh
Yeah, you
well,
could do both. Yeah.
black seed
Um,
oil is actually a little better though.
how about cod liver oil?
I heard of that one before.
Cod liver oil is as long as it's high in omega 3s, which is
I mean,
fish oil, same thing. Because
yeah,
cod
same
is
thing,
fish.
right?
It's really the
Yeah.
same thing. But you want to
Okay.
make sure it's wild caught cod, not that farm raised shit.
Mm-hmm.
But now cod liver oil, I know that helps with decalcifying the pineal gland.
Yeah.
Cod
Yeah.
liver oil.
Yes.
So when we were talking about the pineal gland, I think a couple episodes ago,
So go.
that's
Yeah.
your spiritual antenna. That's the thing that also produces the DMT and the melatonin, so you could sleep at night.
Yeah.
That's your third eye. So if you're drinking a lot of fluoride, then it's being calcified. So if you want to decalcify it. Cod liver oil is definitely one way. I think. Now go ahead.
We also got somebody in UK watching us right now. They just gave me a shout out. So
That's what's up. Shout out to the UK, man. We
You said it right.
worldwide up in here.
You said it right. Combine. You should just combine the black seed oil and fish oil together.
You could put all of them together. If now to boost your immune system, if you want to turn up, put some oregano oil in the black seed oil and take that every day. Woo, woo, woo.
What do you think about what's that red powder that I'll be cooking with every now and then?
What, cayenne pepper?
Nah, it's an Indian powder too.
Oh,
not cumin. Saffron.
No,
that saffron powder is those little. The way they produce.
It's not red. It's like an orangey. It's like an orangey powder.
It's not curry.
Then they change the color of everything. No, it's not curry.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
God damn it, I forgot. Son of a SOB.
Well, turmeric is
turmeric.
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
Yeah,
so anytime if you're gonna be taking turmeric as a way to reduce inflammation, because that's what it does, it reduces inflammation in your body. So say you buy a thing of turmeric powder, right, and you pour a little bit in some water, put a little pinch of black pepper with the turmeric.
I put it in food.
The little pinch of black pepper helps your body to absorb it better. So if you just take the turmeric by itself, it's not going to absorb into your cells as well as it does if you add a little pinch of black pepper to it. Turmeric it reduces inflammation. It's good for your digestive system. And over time you'll start noticing, if you're taking it every day, if you got arthritis, it'll help to lessen some arthritis. And you don't got to be old to have arthritis, because if you had an injury somewhere on your body, you can develop arthritis. So
you sound like you saying Arthur and Simpson.
For people that don't understand, I'm playing arthritis. Okay, arthritis.
Oh, yeah.
And again, this is for educational purposes only. But turmeric, if you could cook with it as much as you can, you just want to try to get that in your body. If you want to go to next level with turmeric, get the turmeric root itself. Chop that up with some ginger root itself. Boil it in water.
Yeah.
A little pinch of black pepper. Make a tea out of that.
Go. Yeah. I do the hot water in the morning. And
that's good.
And then hot water at night. I do the hot water and then 8 ounces. After half an hour, do 8 ounces of cold water.
If you want to turn up, put a little bit of lemon in that water. Like fresh lemon.
I got the okay, so tell me this. I found the pure lemon in the bottle. It's like $8 a bottle. Is that
I just cut a lemon on lime. Yeah, because I got the thing that squeezes the lemon, because instead of trying to use my hand and I'm getting seeds all over the place, they got that thingy that folds down. That shit is a lifesaver. So I just cut my lemon in half and
squeeze it.
I just have a half a lemon like every morning. Like in the morning when I first wake up, well, after the bathroom, of course, I take about 8 ounces of water. I put a half a lemon or half a lime. Then I use moringa. Now moringa
I got
powder,
that too. Moringa
is dope, yo. Like
I got
moringa has helped me in the last. I started taking it back in, I want to say July. Like I've always known about moringa, but I'm consistently taking it, and it's definitely made a difference. Even my nails got harder from taking that.
Baby, get this, baby, everybody gotta get this beetroot juice right here.
Yeah, beetroot. Real quick, everybody, please join our channel on YouTube. Subscribe, comment, share. Please share this information with anybody that wants to listen. Just share it anyway. We definitely want to get more people aware of Awareness Academy 411, because we really here to help and entertain. Of course, we got to make the day fun and all, but the whole point of what we do is to give people some type of understanding on ways to take care of yourself and manage in this crazy world that we live in. Like, dude ain't even president yet, and he over here starting mad trouble.
Oh my God, yo, somebody to tell him to stop trying to bully people that's over there.
He's over here trying to bully Denmark. Talk about, I'm going to buy Greenland. And then Denmark talking about how about we buy the United States? Like,
nigga, our paper is popping over there. What are you talking about?
Yo, and then Canada talking about they trying to they gonna cut our energy off and shit. Like, it's about to get real. Like,
because people don't
2025
realize
will be interesting.
60% of our crude oil comes from where? Canada. You know why? Because America is so exploited from capitalist societies that you got private companies right here in America that drill, like he keep on talking about, and they don't use the oil here. They ship that shit overseas and make money. So what drilling is going to do for us if we're not going to benefit from it? He never said, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure that they put the oil to use over here." No, they ship it overseas and make a killing. So it's all
with the natural gas too. Like they over there.
So it's like, come on, like
all about money.
It's all about the dollar bills.
I wonder what people feel about Trump now that he got all these billionaires in cabinet. He got 10,
Elon Musk
billionaires.
Is the president. Elon Musk is the VP.
Oh, you talking about Trump? You talking about Trump as the VP? There's so much Trump is the VP because Elon Musk said, "No, I don't want that to pass." And next thing you know, Trump come out afterwards.
What bugs me out is people don't understand that once you seen Elon on stage, he bought Trump. Period.
Yep.
He bought him.
He's the richest man in the world. He's very intentional. Don't think for a minute that he does anything just out of love of anything. No, it's all business. You heard that Bill Gates is going over there to meet in Mar-a-Lago? But
oh boy.
Bill Gates coming over there, so he.
And real quick, speaking of Bill Gates, people, if you are drinking or buying Bragg's apple cider vinegar, stop. Stop buying Bragg's apple cider vinegar because Bill Gates and Katy Perry bought Bragg's. They bought Bragg's, and ever since, and they're using genetically modified apples to make the Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and now it's actually going rancid. Like, people have been reporting that the shit is spoiling. Like, vinegar is not supposed to spoil.
Who owns the most farmland in America? Bill Gates by himself.
Why? Because whenever you see those little stickers that say peel, PEEL, that's Bill Gates shit. Don't eat that. And they sell a lot of it in Walmarts.
Walmart,
I don't like buying produce from Walmart at all. At all. If I can avoid it, I do. Nope.
Yeah. I don't buy that stuff from Walmart.
So,
but also
now go ahead.
I want to say next year we need people to come on and talk with us and debate us on different stuff. So we definitely need that next year. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely gonna have more people on next year. But what she say? I'm gonna try some black seed oil. Yeah, black. So you want to do a teaspoon?
Yes.
Teaspoon every morning and every night. But to start yourself up, start with like every morning and every night. And if you can move up to twice a day, then do it twice a day. But you want to be consistent when you're taking black seed oil. Like, you got to take it for months. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just take it a week or two or just 1 month, or if you run out of a bottle like you done, like, nah, you got to keep that shit on rotation. And it's expensive too. You know, black seed oil ain't cheap, but I'll post up in our comments of the other site, the Rejuvenetics, where you can get that other vitamin. It's instead of it being a powder, it's a tablet, and you put it in like 8 ounces of water. You let it dissolve. And then you drink it. That shit right there. I know. I meant to say dissolve. But that pill right there, that one, it even has it helps to produce the human growth hormone. So people that are working out and stuff like that, it's a really good way for muscle recovery.
Yeah.
So I'll put that link up in the comments too. So
also put your book link up too.
Yeah, stage 4.
Put your book link.
Hold up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because a lot of people need to hear that.
It's a good story. A real good story.
Yes. Because she's not just talking. Yeah, but she's not just talking it. She lived it. That's what I'm trying to say. You lived that, so she can talk about it.
Facts. I am certified.
20 years of cancer.
Oh yeah, next month makes 20 years that I've been full on survivor of stage 4. So I've had 20 years of knowledge and wisdom that I'm giving y'all. So it ain't no bullshit. But listen, We could keep going, but we gotta cut it. I want to keep going, but we gotta go. But listen, everybody, please.
I could cut the video. We could talk a little bit.
Subscribe to our channel, and it was a pleasure as always, guys. Awareness Academy 411 out.
Peace, get out. You can't get out.
Podcast on Staten Island.
Yeah, 2020, 25. Look out for
2025. Here we come.
All right, 2025.